You see that, Pamela? See my little mini movie? I had to put some of these together like that. Make this thing. They can understand the realness. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you want that man. I'm on here. So, okay. Now what I need to do, put something in here and drink it. I'm on here. Alright. I'm on here though.
Remember, it's like one scoop, and then you need to take one later. It's supposed to be 2 doses.
In this whole bunch. I see how much. Alright, you gonna let flies in. Y'all crazy. Oh my God. Bring some chocolate and stuff home. Bring me some chocolate. Can I have chocolate? Bring me some chocolate, Snickers or something. Oh shit. Shit. Damn, I can't have shit. Damn. Ramadan all over again. Hey. Dang. Damn, I'm talking about some damn peanut butter crackers and I can't even have peanuts. I can't even have shit. Damn, this surgery shit for real, shit. I can't have shit. Shit for the next 3 days. God damn. I'm really finna have some real surgery shit 2 times. Damn. What's up, MJ? Yeah, just some little bursts of little pictures. If you go back and check it out, you'll be able to see it. See what it is. Plug this thing up. Yeah, just little something me still doing, little practicing type stuff. Be able to put this footage together if I gotta put it like picture by picture, by frame. Definitely. girl. I know Kanika, they said she got thick lips. Put the picture around, you'll see how in the dark, how all that stuff is basically like blood on that bed. Look at that, see it, how it's, I see the one picture with the face, the one part. See, like, let me take it back right here, how you ready to look at Kanika. See, that's Kanika right there, with that thing around her neck, and then that snake right there. And see, you see her arm right there, and that elbow, and it got her all twisted. That's her face down there, see. Get it for you, see, boom, boom, boom. Okay, put it like this. Okay, you see that's Irene up to that pussy beat. But I already told you that's a piece of that hair right there is a snake. Let me get it up in color so you can see. That part of her hair right there is a snake. You look, you even see it move. You even see it move right there. See it? See? That right there, that's a snake. That's the head of the snake. So, you go back down this way right there. You see how that snake is wrapped up on there, and it's finna move his head around there to where her head at, so it can put his mouth on it to get her down. It's sniffing her out, finding her head. Her body is going, see her neck, she twisted, but so I had to keep doing it like that, make you forget about Irene. Do it like that, and you won't be paying no attention to Irene. Even then, you got to boom, boom, cut like that. Let's look at that one picture and see them faces. You seen that one? Not him. Not him, but see, even right here, you can see her wrapped up and look like she's sticking her arm out with that watch on. I think I got it in the picture where you can see. You can even see like her legs right there, her hips, where it's twisted right there. Irene's neck ain't that. She ain't got no bone up on her neck like that. You know what I'm talking about? One of these pictures I think I got. I have to find where that one picture had to jump out at you. Where's that? Black and white looking. Hold on. That ain't the black and white one I'm thinking of, though. The one. The one that looks scary, where you can see the person hollering in their hair. Must have been wet going back somewhere. Where is it? See it right there, though. See right there, you can see the snake got putting his head, getting their head. We got it choked out. Damn, where's the picture? That one. Oh, so when it go by fast, you can tell that's the mouth hollering, not the shadow of it. Let me go. When you go by fast, see how it's shocking. See it? I'll get it right by it. See her hollering. Alright, it's this one. And that's why the hair is going way back that way. See, she choked out. See? You can't look at this part. You gotta look right there. But that part right there being open plays a part. When it go by, you see the mouth, it flash. Y'all see that snake up there, Irene head. Let me show you. What did I tell y'all about Sonnet at the bottom of his mouth, his chin, the grayness, the whiteness of it? Trying to tell me that ain't what we're seeing. Trying to tell me this ain't. Here, let me find that pic. Irene. We finna look at it again. Which one of these pictures are Irene? This one. Alright. Here we go again. You already see the person right there with the headphones on at that computer, and you see how his nose is and the bottom of his mouth shined up. But okay, take this picture, get your phone, move it away from your face. I got it my arm length away from my face, right? Cross your eyes, and yeah, you cross your eyes and then just look straight ahead where you seeing everything around your phone and everything but you see inside your phone, but keep your eyes crossed. And if you keep your eyes crossed, that stuff, okay, keep your eyes crossed. And you got all of them, because if you get your eyes crossed, it'll look down there like somebody got on a bonnet, leaning down, looking at something you see. Look like Irene might have a gap between her teeth. Take your phone and start tilting it to the right. Start tilting your phone to the right. Keep your eyes crossed and blurry. Tip your phone to the right. Keep tipping it, but don't let the phone flip screen. Okay, now look up at the top right, the top corner, and you see that yellow, right? Come on down, you see a little light on the yellow, then boom, you see a dark line. Come on down, something. It look like you see a nose that's all twisted, right? Go ahead and be focused your eyes. Then if you looking cross-eyed still, you see at the bottom of the screen, you'll see like some lips. Just keep your eyes still, just cross-focus like that and tilting it some more, and then just start looking some more. Okay, you'll see some eyes to the left and the right. You see some eyes. You'll see face starting to form right there. Now seeing like the mouth is kind of to the side, kind of big. It's just coming together right there. Okay, look more to your right, towards down the bottom. You see some grayish down there right there. Make that right there. Start focusing in, and boom. Okay, it's all just, it ain't all the way in just yet. I got it halfway in my face. I'm gonna try to get his Kango to come in. That Birdie Kango. Okay. Now I focus my eyes a little better. Let me cross them back some more. Okay, you got your phone tilted to the right some. Let me cross my eyes again. Okay, here, and now I'm focusing. Now make your eyes look good. Now you see the nose, and it look like somebody might be digging up their nose or their hand right there. You see the eye droopy to the left. You see the eye to the right would look like it might be. You look at the top part. That's the eye, not the whole silverish looking. You see the nose but don't look at her two nose head up looking that way. Keep it, look at like the first two top holes. Is it the bottom is just on both sides of his top of his lip, and then you'll see his mouth. You see a little tooth right there, and then you see some little grayish up under there and going down to a chin. Don't worry about that mouth. You just keep focusing on that and blend it in. Maybe cross your eyes again because you already got the face looking at it. Make the camera just twist on in, twist it more to the little right. You just keep on. I'm gonna keep on. Okay, and now tilt the phone, the back of the phone, start tilting it towards you a little bit. And you will start seeing kind of a meanish looking type person or something. Just make that blend in the right way and everything, all the way to the point where you're gonna see Sinetta. Mama, you're gonna see Sinetta. You're gonna see Sinetta. You're gonna see this nigga right here who didn't want to do it in the community. Trying to tell me that ain't what I just saw. Trying to tell me ain't what I know I was trying to rate the part on the computer. That little haircut. But at one point time I did the thing trying to tell me that ain't what we looking at later, droopy eyes and this and that, and they don't want to have nothing part to do with this, and they got all the big black figure people who online and everything. What did they got all paid them off so they wouldn't talk about this shit, just maybe mention it one time and get it. I tell y'all, we in the game because our people done worked against us. Our own black people done worked against us. They paid them nigga that old bullshit ass money. They know how to print it. That family who me and Doughboy ain't said out loud got the printer. They got the money printer. They got the stamp machine to make the money when they need it. And that's why our dollars ain't shit. That's why a dollar ain't worth nothing about 60 cents. Because there's so much money out there, the shit ain't worth nothing no damn more. So now it's starting to become not nothing, and the United States ain't giving up and gold bullion because they tried to act like 10 years ago, some motherfucker stole it and we ain't heard nothing else about it. Right? So what they doing now? Trading off humans. Shit. Man, all this shit falling in line. All this shit falling in line. All this shit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Catrice in the house. What's up, Catrice? How you doing? What's up, Sherry? Yeah, just go back and play that slow, whatever I said, man. It's wicked. You got to learn how to not see what we've been seeing to catch the attributes of everything. And that, man, all that stuff. It's been relevant to all this. To all of it. Man, it mess crazy. But it's to the point now, though, I ain't got those emotions and feelings tied up in it to be getting into it with somebody or this, that, and the third, man. I ain't worried about none of that stuff no more. This, that, and the third. I done seen that Vera G, that man with the big head to be with her, Sinetta, as far as black people that's not your norm. More people who got a voice on a bigger scale, but on the small scale. A big voice on a small scale of things, as far as not having no lot of money and this and that, but they making noise out here in the black community. Man, them folks done got paid off to not say shit, not to get involved. And Sinetta got a live out. He got a little clip. I think it's his or somebody that said why the black community, the conscious community, didn't get in the Kenneka Jenkins case. It might be BNX video or something, and it's on there, Sinetta on that TV with that burgundy Kango on, and talking about, yeah, they don't get in there. Gangsters do gangster stuff. We don't get in the gangster. That stuff is really, it got something to do with it. And yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I hear you, Sinetta. I hear you. You a voice out here in the black community, and when something like a 19-year-old girl come up dead in some kind of white establishment, you don't want to have shit to do with it, but you want niggas to hear you about everything else. Shit. You got to be all in or all out. You can't pick and choose which nigga you gonna stand up for. When a nigga wrong, we still gotta stand up for him and say he gotta go through the due process, not get shot on the damn street because they know he already shot somebody else. All they gonna do is shoot him cause he running. No, he still get the due process in the court of law. You gotta go by the law of the land, and the law of the land is you deal with the judicial system, and that shit broke up into municipal system. Meaning multipalities, different palettes, different level of this, different levels of your crime, different levels of how they done labeled it. A lot of crimes is labeled under, they got a whole bunch of title of crimes, and them things, they'll turn around and have an ABC in front of it, and that mess will be under the umbrella of one something. So you can be say accessory to molestation of a minor, say like what 6ix9ine going through. If he didn't actually have the sex, but he was around there and it was filmed, right? That fall up under the pedophile act. So you might have not have done nothing but got caught up with some other niggas because of something. Now you up under the goddamn whole pedophile damn shit. Man. They got it all fucked up, man, so they can make sure they can cover damn near every ground. When you get in trouble, they can treat you all the same. Once they put handcuffs on you and get you behind them bars, they can treat you all the same. Because they'll put a killer out in population, and here it is, I ain't paid some speed tickets, lost my license, get pulled over, go to jail because I'm driving a car with no license. Now I'm in here with a motherfucker who done shot 3 motherfuckers at one time. Not knowing he done strangled a motherfucker and stabbed a motherfucker, if you want to take a gun out the aspect, but he ain't known for them murders. And here it is, I got to mingle with this motherfucker in population. Come on, man, this shit is not fair. This shit is not fair at all. Shit not fair at all. Then if you be like, okay, I'm finna go through y'all program, all these motherfuckers want to know where you goddamn live, what you fucking eat, goddamn how you making your money, who you hang with, where you can and can't go, who you can and can't be with, how much money you can't have on your person. You can't have no bank account. You only can live in goddamn housing projects. You got authorities out there bothering you. Now you can't smoke inside. You got to goddamn put in community service out there and work. So now they done got your real job. Now they taking goddamn 70% of your goddamn check. Man, come on now. This shit all fucked up. But they said they just made a law now that it's not against the law to be broke. Because it was a unwritten law rule out here. You broke, your ass going to jail. Because they get to asking, how you eating? How you get them clothes on your back? Where you sleeping at night? You don't smell musty and dirty like you sleep outside. You living somewhere being able to take care of yourself. Somebody helping you. Motherfucker, you should be glad that a motherfucker helping me. Why you trying to make it seem like it's criminal? I'm getting help out here, motherfucker. Shit. They want you broke so they can put you in jail. You're going to eat 3 times a day and everything. They need you to be in there to eat 3 times a day and be in that motherfucker so they can get paid off your ass. That's why they be arresting homeless people sometimes, talking about public drunkenness and all this and all that. No, it ain't. They need that whole human being to be in that motherfucking goddamn thing. Because they ain't got to worry about that motherfucker need no social security number, no birth certificate. When he get in there, he going to get a number. Shit. You can get some fingerprints and a number. If they can't find them, well, here go your identity now. And if goddamn we feel like we ain't gonna be able to keep track of with your ass when you leave up out of here, nowadays they'll put a chip in your ass. But the old days, shit, your ass just in there. And nobody for you to call or nothing. Your ass just in that bitch. Till some smart motherfuckers come in there and be like, dude, you can get out of here. You ain't dead. Shit, just because you ain't got no address don't mean nothing. Shit, you can goddamn get to reaching out to some motherfucking homeless shelters and this and that and get some goddamn shit going. So they say when you get out, come straight here. So now you got that paperwork that you got somewhere to go and they let you go. So now they gotta let you go. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Other than that, a homeless motherfucker being that motherfucker just eating 3 times a day in that bitch. Like, dude, what you in here for? And you're like, shit, I ain't got nowhere to go. Shit, I got somewhere to sleep now. Like, man, don't let them make no money off you. Shit. But they don't know no better. But, man, they got us all jacked up out here, and we working and funding all this bullshit because they all the tax money we giving them. Shit, they been putting it in their pocket. That's why goddamn Chrysler crashed, because they putting the fucking money in their pocket. What the fuck they trying to say? Oh, we paying people $30 an hour. Yeah, and they done been here 30 years, motherfucker. So it only average out. You been giving them $1 a year since they fucking started. Motherfuckers, the motherfuckers started off making probably $3.25 back in 1977. Shit, they supposed to be making $30 now in 2018. Shit. They supposed to. Chrysler can goddamn shut down right now and say they finna be shut down 30 days. You gonna be seeing the motherfuckers that been working there for goddamn 18 years talking about, I don't know how I'm gonna pay my bills. Motherfucker, you been making about goddamn $800 a week for goddamn 18 years. What the fuck you mean you can't go 30 days without making a check from Chrysler? What the fuck you been doing with your money? Because people been living out their means, because motherfuckers fucked up back in the days, or back in the days motherfuckers didn't go to college. They got hired straight out of high school at 18, 19 years old to work at Chrysler if they didn't fucking go to the fucking Army or the Navy or the Marines or some shit. Right? So them motherfuckers been at Chrysler all that damn time. So that's the best job you gonna have around this motherfucker is fucking Chrysler. So them motherfuckers, when you see they had nice homes and nice cars and nice this and that, the motherfuckers been working at Chrysler. That's why they got that shit, and they still paying for that shit, because hell, you take a, I already broke down, I'm break it down to you again. I already did. I think I did that. We break down $500. You get a $500 check, and you take it 2018 now. So that motherfucker coming straight automatic to a checking card, right? Try to eliminate paper, but you still finna get paper, because they finna send you your motherfucking, your check stub with void stamped on that motherfucker through the mail. So yes, they still charging your ass for that motherfucking paper. They charging your ass annually for the account. They charging your ass monthly for the card. They charging you daily for usage, even if you don't use it. Because hell, we'll put that under the insurance of theft. So you're paying for that on top of paying for the theft program. Right? So then you paying if you use a different ATM. You paying to be able to use your own ATM, but you don't get charged for it right then and there. But it's a hidden fee. Don't get it twisted. You know that. Okay. So then if you use somebody else's ATM machine, you paying your bank $4.25 I am to use an ATM that ain't with my bank. Right? Then you got to pay the fees for that ATM, which sometimes can be up to $2.95, $3, right? So bam, your $500 already, before you can even use the motherfucker, ain't number $300. Now you get to breaking down $300. You got to pay taxes for having them $300, because you already got taxed on having the $500, because that $500 probably was about $750 when you grossed it in the beginning. That was $800 in the beginning. But because you paid taxes, it only came out to $500 when you got it cash money. But you didn't get it cash money because you had to get it through a goddamn direct deposit. So we done broke that 500. We already broke the 800 down to 500. The 500 broke down to 300. Now you got the 300 to go pay bills. Man, you got car insurance, house insurance, car note, rent, food, washing clothes, changing the oil of a car, buying tires for a car, because you don't know when the hell you have a flat tire. You gotta put gas in the car. You gotta have lunch food. Pain medicine. Goddamn carpal tunnel syndrome. You got On top of your check, you got to pay for your insurance, union fees. So already we done broke down to 500, 300. Then you take that 300, you got to take out the union fees and all that shit. So that's still breaking down to less than 300 for you to be able to go home. Then when you go buy shit, you got to pay taxes. Come on, man. That $800 broke down to $100 a week. No wonder them folks after 18 years still crying that they can't go 30 days without their goddamn job. Come on, man. You better go get a Bible. You better go get a Bible. The brain was given a Bible. You best to get that brain all the words that's in that Bible. That's all we got. That's all we got in reality. And y'all know this. Y'all know this. Maybe once people realize they can't do nothing about the Kenneka Jenkins thing, and it's gonna take a collective and years of everything to build up, they'll probably get on everything they've been paying attention to all their years, and the one thing they really gravitated towards gonna start coming out. Flat Earth. Me, my alien stuff. Brother Sanchez, Flat Earth. That the other dude with the dreads, Flat Earth. All different aspects of everything people been grabbing hold of. Nature, vegetables, organic stuff, the soil, the water, oxygen, space, man. All that's gonna start, all them senses gonna kick in, because when we come together, everybody gonna have to share what it is that they know. And then they're going to realize what life really is on the outside of life. Thinking outside the box. Using your brain for what it is. Taking the body out of the equation and using the brain. And what is the brain? It's a thought. The thought. The thought is in the air. It's floating. It's nothing. You can't grab it. You can't touch it. You can't pull it to you. It's out there. The thoughts, the energy, the soul, the spirit, that spark. You know what I'm saying? That what the brain it is. You know, they say they put a brain up under like a microscope or in the scan thing, and how it look like lightning or whatever being stimulated and stuff like that. That stimulation, that right there, every time it you know what I'm saying, that's something that created something. And if it was just a thought, now it's out here that can be manifested, and because we got voice and vocal cords, we can say it. Then once a motherfucker say it, another motherfucker might be like, hell yeah, I'm stealing your shit. Shit, motherfucker, go make it with the limbs that we was given. Shit, bam. Man, I tell you what, the one thing they probably leave out when they be trying to create life is probably dust. Mud. They need to get all their stuff they gonna do, throw some dirt in that motherfucker, some damn dust, and then goddamn ignite that motherfucker. Stick, make it shocking. That motherfucker might turn into something. Because if ashes even turn to dust, if we return to dust, and we still a thought and a process and all that out there, then couldn't some wind blow that towards that thought that then already gathered particles along the way, and that shit get together, and then something else spark that shit, and that shit got down clean together and formed something way different from this flesh now. But what was in, man, just think about it. Think about it. A human being, a body die, right? What the hell was in that damn body that had that motherfucker doing what I'm doing right now with y'all? Thought. It's what we can't see. It's what we can't duplicate. A body will drop dead. How was that motherfucker ever moving around? How was it ever doing anything? Get up, wake up, get up. So you trying to tell me whatever that power was inside that body just gone forever? No, that body finna return back to dust, and it's gonna get blue and touch something. Some of that soul again is gonna collect particles out there and become something else. That's gonna be way smarter and more knowledgeable than this, because it done been here already. We wouldn't know about resurrection and reincarnation and none of that if what? If it wasn't real. If the brain didn't ever manifest it for you to even say it out loud. Come on, man. I'm just saying. And I ain't got to worry about nobody telling me I'm wrong. Hell, they don't know. I don't know and they don't know. So how am I wrong? How you gonna prove me wrong when I'm using the same thing you using? Your brain. And you utilizing your eyes, mouth, touch, feel, taste, smell, scent, all that to comprehend what it is that this is. Man, y'all know the business. We've been at this for 11 months. To know, to wake up. This need to wake people up. Not necessarily, not even necessarily to solve the case, but to wake your ass up. Period. We sleep too much. We let money pay for shit, pay for our security, pay for our food to get fixed for us, and all this and all that. And all that shit been backfiring, poisoning, the police killing us. Come on, man. We got it, man. Shit. That money need to be, if money is the powers that's controlling everything, why the hell we ain't using our money to make it do what we need it to do for us? We get all this money in our hands and we go give it to Jordan. And then that motherfucker say he don't even want niggas wearing his shoes. Hell, fuck it. He don't even wear his shoes. Man, come on, man. I'm just now seeing them people beating on them black people with them damn sticks. What? And that lady said, hold on, this is my grandmama. What? Should no black person be in no Asian shop nowhere in the United States of America? Nowhere. And y'all, when I was there on Kanika Day and I went around there by the Caddy Shack, man, there was a black couple that crossed the street, man, and went to the Caddy Shack. If nothing but just not go at least this one day. So let them just think if they didn't know what day it was. Niggas, how y'all don't know? So y'all think anything gonna get better? Better start reading the Bible just to know what the word is, so you can know how to react when the time comes. I already know the first thing I'm gonna try to holler out, Lord forgive me, and the church pray for me. If I got any kind of breath left, I'm gonna say, Lord forgive me, and let the church pray for me. I want them to be my last dying words. Straight up. What's up, Sharon? How you been? It's good you be finding your way over. I think I only got about 20 something subscribers over here. Everybody know the other one, but the other one can't go live no more. But it's all good. Y'all welcome over here. As far as like me getting into it with anybody that didn't popped up out of this KJ thing, man, I ain't got no hard feelings against or finna go against. I don't care what they say. They can say it's all fake. They don't give a damn. They can say we've been crazy all this time. Ain't none of that finna affect me no more. Ain't none of that finna affect me now that I see the bigger picture. Now that I see the real picture. And I ain't talking about them videos and none of that mess. I'm talking about the real deal. All that fighting we've been doing over this case, man, that was probably what was supposed to happen. A lot of confusion and folks getting into it. Man, that shit crazy as hell. That shit crazy as hell, y'all. We've been tripping for 11 months. We've been tripping. I'm talking about tripping. I'm talking about straight tripping. You have people like World News, smart as the brother is, using it in the wrong way amongst his people. All the work people putting in to have receipts and making videos about people, all that time and stuff could be spent billing our people up. Man. On that dude, Chicago News, whatever, I looking at a video. He said he wasn't gonna say no names, but he said he know some killers that been killed and got away with it in Chicago. But when they time came and got hit and fell down the ground, the dudes ran up on them and stood over them. Before they put bullets in them, the motherfucker was crying like a baby for them dudes to take their life. And he said more than one person that didn't cry like a baby when people stood over them to put bullets in them. And them niggas was out here causing havoc. So, you right. You right. You most definitely right, Sharon. You most definitely right. Most definitely right. No, not on that other one. I can't. It's struck down for inappropriate content. Okay, I'm doing a Kanika Jenkins video. Now, I'm surprised I ain't got a strike on here, because y'all seen that vagina and then that baby coming out. Because sometimes it might look like Irene, but y'all seen them hands go in that cavity. Y'all seen the little snippet things to snip the vagina lips open even more to get that baby on out of there. And then it did something like cut a umbilical cord and moved out the way, and the other one kind of moved in. The vagina kind of closed just a tad little bit. I'm telling you, because it was twins. And I'm thinking it might have been triplets. But I'm gonna show y'all the other twin come out, and it come out turned around, and you can see the back and the umbilical cord and the head still in there, and they turn the baby around and pull it out, and it's the head. And they going fast, but this is a slow ass process. So that shit probably took hours. Ain't no telling how long she was sitting there trying to give birth to them babies. It ain't just them snatching that babies out. It's a whole process, that baby coming out and pushing and coming. Man, on my mama. I ain't got no reason to lie to y'all about nothing. I ain't gaining nothing by trying to tell y'all stuff I think is true, or if I'm lying, I'm trying to get y'all to say it's true. I ain't getting paid for it. So I most definitely ain't getting paid to lie. So why would I lie to where whatever I say, y'all gonna pick and choose if it's a lie or not? So ain't no need of me most definitely for sure lying. Because I'm already gonna have to, it's what I say gonna have to compete with your, it's gonna be competing with your thoughts if it's a lie or not. So ain't no need of me lying about nothing, because it's already gonna have to go through your barrier. You know what I mean? And shit. Man, y'all know the business. Yeah, man, we been here for 11 months, man. We ain't slow. We most definitely ain't slow. Ain't nobody around here slow. We might be slow to certain things, but we not slow. We just don't know. Think certain things we ain't know nothing about. That's all it was. Now we know. We know these fools out here making money. That's why everything able to take place, because all they do is make the money and pay for it. All they do is make the money and pay for it. They don't go looking for the money trying to get no damn loan. They go make the money and give somebody that damn stupid ass green paper. And motherfuckers go goddamn snatch a motherfucker up. You got stupid ass doctors that's gonna come out here and snatch kidneys out of there. You got these desperate ass people with money that'll pay for that shit to break line. Motherfuckers will break line in the damn store. Motherfuckers will come and lean over your hip the money trying to get a damn blunt and get on now and see it's goddamn 20 people in line. That motherfucker want to try to hurry up and give you that goddamn money and get out. Some of them try to be slick and try to hurry up and get that change, run on out because they ain't have enough. Some try to hear them go and give you that dollar and run out because they ain't got that 7 cent or 10 cent tax. You know what I'm saying? Some of them just ain't got no damn patience. But then they ain't had no damn patience. They ran out there and later on that night, you find out they was in a car wreck or died on their motorcycle or got shot. If they stupid ass would have just stayed in line for these 5 minutes, goddamn, their whole understanding would have been different when they walked out that door because they didn't, because that time had passed by. They wanted to jump time. And when you jump time, that's what gonna happen. You gonna jump in front of the time that wasn't. You gonna bypass your time. You gonna fast forward your time, and it's gonna be the end of your time because you didn't have no patience. Shit, shit, motherfuckers be rushing to do what? Rushing to get where? Rushing to die? And people like, go ahead. No, go ahead. I got patience, man. I ain't in no rush. I ain't in no rush to try to hurry up and buy this Snicker bar and these damn Skittles and this damn tea going on to just have to walk back home through the hood. I ain't in no rush. Shit. Yeah, that stuff crazy out here, man. Yeah, 90 days. Yeah, all that stuff crazy. It's all there. I'm gonna have to keep saying it until it sink in to folks. You have to use the original, whatever it is you trying to make different. Okay, let's take it like, say you found an old 6.4 Impala, right? You ain't gonna find an old 6.4 Impala that need fixing up. Try to take some scrap metal, try to make it look like what you see in front of you, and then get rid of that what's in front of you, that original 6.4 Impala. No, what you do to that 6.4 Impala? What you do? You dress it up, right? So then what that mean? You still got the original rusted out Raggly Impala you found in the junkyard. I don't care you put $100,000 in it and it look like it's fresh off the showroom floor. It's supposed to. You put $100,000 in it. But it's still that raggedy piece of shit that got old and rusty. Hello? So for them to edit the Crown Plaza footage, they have to use what was wrong, the mess. They had to use the criminal footage and put stuff over it and say, here you go. Some was fucked up. They covered it up. So everything else will still be in the same sink that it's supposed to be. But we know they guilty because why? They fuck with the footage. How they fuck with the footage? We supposed to have 36 straight hours. What you mean? They broke it up in little bits and pieces and gave it to us in 4,071 files as far as videos go. They tampered with the footage. That right there alone, Exhibit A. They touched it because it's broke up in bits and pieces. Hello? So that's the first sign of guilt. Right there. Right there alone. It's in bits and pieces. 36 hours is broke up in 4,071 clips. It wasn't recorded like that. Hello? So for 11 months we've been doing all this and all that. When from day one, They showed the sign of guilt right there when they finally gave us the damn videos, the hard drive. They broke it up in 4,071 bits and pieces of clips, 8 megabytes, 9 megabytes for the same little video they could have played. Why they chop it up like that? Why you touch the footage? Bam, y'all guilty. Y'all guilty because you touched the footage. That is supposed to be one camera. We supposed to have 47 cameras, and you line all them motherfuckers up or put them on that software where you got 47 videos right there on your screen and push play, and we supposed to see that motherfucker play for goddamn 12 hours on the 8th, 24 hours on the 9th, and 12 hours on the 10th. 36 hours. That's what we supposed to be seeing straight through, hitting fast forward, watching all the videos go fast forward, and watching everybody do everything at the time that it's supposed to be, because all the cameras playing at the same time. That plain and simple. Plain and simple. So that means you got to take 47 cameras and you got to line all them videos supposed to go together and put them and make them play all at the same time to see where everybody was at them hours of that on there. They fucked it up so much you can't even do that. That's sign of guilt right there, plain and simple. End of story. Give Mama T her money. If y'all ain't finna go to jail about it, go make that money and give Mama T her money. Plain and simple. End of story. And move on. Plain and simple. Straight up. Straight up. It ain't nothing else to even be discussed. Ain't no more of us need to be fighting on here about no Kenneka Jenkins. People done got it so jacked up. Really, to me, the Kenneka thing is over with. But folks got it so jacked up out here, these folks still into it about the Kenneka Jenkins thing. So you got these two women, which I ain't finna say their names, into it. Well, the Kenneka Jenkins thing to me is dead. It's over with. That shit then spilt over to where now they got whole other shit going on, getting arrested, getting picked up, having to turn in DCFS, all this crazy ass shit that ain't got nothing else to do with Kenneka Jenkins. Kenneka Jenkins thing is over. Yeah, I'm still doing videos breaking it down. That's just really for us to know, drop doing stuff still like that. But really, to me, that shit over with. But I see now you go in there and look up the Kenneka Jenkins thing, and you really get deep into it, and then see the YouTubers that's doing it. You see all this crap that ain't got nothing to do with Kenneka. Like, really? Really? So that show you right there, probably the case is done with even with them. If they got time to be doing all this other shit, fucking around with each other. If they got time to be fucking around with each other, then they don't give a damn about what they've been doing for 11 months. Because, hell, they've been doing this fucking with each other for the last, 7-8 months any damn way. So... yeah, Sherry, that's all good. Thank you. You know, we just, man, like Peep Scoop said, man, we got to make sense out of nonsense. And now that I can focus more on just Kenneka Jenkins' case and think at the same time about the whole world with the aspect of Kenneka Jenkins, I'm starting to see a lot more than I ever have. Starting to realize a lot of more things than I ever have. And as far as even seeing how some can take control of you. Look how the Kenneka Jenkins thing took control of us, where we start calling motherfuckers bitch ass motherfuckers. You know, we got a push back hairline out here. We got a fat fuck out here. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know, that shit crazy as fuck. That shit crazy as hell. That shit crazy. We crazy as fuck. We all crazy. It ain't me. It ain't just me. It ain't just you, man. It's all us, man. We been tripping. We've been tripping hard. I'm talking about extra hard just to find out who killed Kenneka. Kenneka ain't no kin to us. Not even DC. Fuck around, ain't no kin to Mama T. Bullshit to not. Fuck around and ain't no kin to Mama T. As far as biologically. Man, we ought to be ashamed of ourselves. We ought to be ashamed of ourselves. Fly in the house. What's up, Fly? How you doing? Man, I'm just over here, man, trying to just go and accept the truth. Go and accept the truth. I might not have been in denial, but you almost got to say the truth out loud to go and accept it. You can accept it in your mind, but it almost ain't real till you say it out loud. You know the truth, man, and the truth is, us little people on YouTube ain't gonna come up not with one clue that's gonna open this case back up if the police don't want to open it back up. Hell, the police got something to do with this. And until them police want to bust them police and use they attributes over there in Rosemont ain't going nowhere. Until the rest of the world realize they can fuck them folks over and move them motherfuckers out the way and get that shit and turn it into some different kind of evil ass shit, Rosemont gonna remain there. And until they figure out how they can use Rosemont for a different kind of evil that they can cover up, they'll move them folks and them Stevenson folks out the way if them Stevenson folks don't get with the program. They might wait till they die off and then just take it from the kids. They'll be like, remember back when that Kenneka Jenkins shit? Yeah, y'all family did that. God damn it, we gonna get y'all for that now. So, get out the way. And they gonna take it from the kids. And then they gonna use that shit for some other shit. Straight up. Y'all know it. It's just that we gonna be older. We gonna be in our mid 60s, getting ready to touch down 70s, right? And then it's gonna be shit we gonna be seeing and on the news and different stuff to take place. And we gonna be like, man, we remember back then when they talking about that shit and starting to make that shit. And then all these years gonna go to where, like, you know how they just start fading out certain things after so long. They'll tell you now that, like, cars with one airbag can't be on the road no more, say by 2020. But they said this back in, say, like 98, when shit airbags was only around since 92. I think 92 is the first airbag. 92 is the first airbag. 86 was the first third brake light. 86 was the first third brake light in the window. 92 was airbags. 1989 was the first American front wheel drive cars. I try to remember that. I try to remember certain things, like 1902, the Wright brothers flew the plane. Was it 1902? Something like that. You would think the first car was like 1920 or some shit. Them cars go back to 1800s. I done seen the dude got a book. Shit, them cars date back 86, right when slavery was over. And them motherfuckers had big ass motors and gas and all that shit. They would like took engine trains and put them in them damn cars. But you know, Tom Ford didn't come around, or Henry Ford, I'm talking about Tom Ford. Henry Ford didn't come around till, after the 1900s hit. Man, it's wild, man, it's wild. And you go and look at, I think it's Secure Team 10, his video he put out about the Russians having a U.S. back in 1939. See, a lot of that stuff required a lot of radiation. So to say that is, that machine they showed flying like that, it just went up a little bit, stayed there for a little bit, and then came back down. It probably didn't go higher than probably 3 stories, and then came back down. Check it out. Doing my zooming in and all this and all that, y'all. With that radiation, you can see through that shit because of the amount of energy it takes. Man, them motherfuckers was sitting down in there. Some people sitting down like they was in there to go along for the ride. Special people to be able to see that they might have worked on it. Besides the people that worked on it, but like scientists and important people like that. Some people over here that probably working some things. There was some people over here doing some shit. Like, hell no. And that thing didn't look really like the motherfucker was bigger than shit the length of 2 cars. In a plus shape, 4 cars made into a cross. And you do the ratio around that, make that a circle. That's about how big it only seemed. But shit, that motherfucker had to have, look like it was like 4 or 5 people sitting right there by a window they could see out of. Shit, some motherfuckers over here doing something. Shit, a whole nother group of people over here doing something. And then on the other side, this motherfucker, whole group of people. Man, it had to be damn near over 20. Shit, about 30 people inside that motherfucker. And they did say inside them UFOs, they seem so big on the outside. Then when you get on the inside, that motherfucker like a whole fucking world in that bitch. It don't even look like you can see side to side. Man, that shit crazy, man. So what they doing, man, they trying to mix that flesh with that divine being type. You still being something, just not in flesh. And they got the knowledge to combine particles and minerals to shape into something. And that stuff you put together make that do things for you to make more things, and things come about. And because it's able to be way out there and we only flesh and blood down here, it's too way out to really think that, because you can waste time thinking about that and your ass get knocked over the head and your money took out your pocket while you was right there, goddamn, in the damn days. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get with the times. If you don't want to get talked about, you got to go to the mall. You know what I'm saying? You want to get some pussy, shit, you gonna have to get that money. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You want to get taken care of, you gonna have to go get that weave. Them butt injections. Shit. Because even if you go in a safe place to take time out to try to figure all this stuff out about life and all this and all that, you're going to get attacked cyberly. You're going to get attacked online. If you mention it on the internet, you're going to still get dogged out. So you best just keep it to yourself, because you was just one brain anyway. And what that brain got? It got a Bible, which is the word. It all keeps coming back to that, no matter what you do or talk about. Care about your paper ass green paper. You can't eat that paper, you will die. But you can eat them words. They tell you that all the time. Eat them words. Eat your words. Don't they tell us that? What is the word? God. And what is that? The beginning of all of this. How you know? Because of the Bible. How can you understand the Bible? Because I got a brain. Yeah, I'm good, Fly. Shit, I'm chilling. Ever since me and Pamela got our little club, hashtag we know. It's a whole different ball game out here. It's a whole different ball game. It ain't the same intense. It ain't the same intense event, but it still got to stay intense, because the negative energy all around. The negative energy then drowned out the holiness of all of this. The holiness is there, but it's overshadowed. It's overshadowed. It take a person that wanna believe to believe and to have faith. And what is faith? Believing in something that you can't prove, something you can't see, something you can't taste, touch, none of that. So then how you gonna have faith? Where did the faith come? From the word. What is the word? Where you find the word in a thing called the Bible. There's one thing out here on earth. One main tool for mankind is the Bible. They ain't been able to duplicate it yet. They done tried, and they done died. And they gonna keep dying, trying to add and subtract from the word. You can't do it. Well, Unc tell us every day, truth don't need no help. Won't break, bend, no fold. Gonna stand up on his own. We come together as a people, and we can make the truth do what it do. That man ain't never told the truth if he ain't never told the truth before. He told the truth then. That man ain't never made sense before in his life. He came on YouTube because Kanika Jenkins died, and God came out of him. God came out of him. That ain't Unc talking. That's God. That is not Unc. That is God. Some people be, oh, you trying to call Unc fed God. Nigga, you God. She God. We all God. You letting people fool you. You gonna let them tell you the devil and you gonna accept it? Well, it's a place for you. You keep acting like the devil. It's a place for you. He gonna meet and greet you. Straight up. You got a whole planet. He got a whole planet to himself. Lucifer got his own planet. On my mama, y'all already know what it is. It's where it's fire, eternal fire. Y'all already know what it is. All right, guys, if it's daytime right now, where you live, go outside and look up in the sky. You'll see it. It ain't up in no sky. It is out there. You can tell them it's up in some sky. No, it's out there. Because how is a sun and a moon in the sky? Hell, we in the sky. If you go outside this atmosphere, we out here just like the moon and the sun. And what I wanted to say the other day, as far as my last live, I just typed. I done seen for myself, the sun is hell. The word tell us there's a place, a fire, where Lucifer was cast to. The sun. Hello. Heaven. Must be the moon. They be like, well, man can land on the moon. Okay. So if man can land on the moon, which they said is a lie, which it probably is, but anyway, we're going to move past that. If man can land on the moon, hey, you ain't there burning up, right? Hello. Then, on top of that, who to say man really did step on the moon? Because when we see the moon, what does the moon do? It lights up the atmosphere. Remember, it was dark. Remember, and God made it light. Why do people think he meant the sun? It's the moon. Man then went to the moon. Where the hell was the light at? So the man landed on the moon, and then it's a moon out there that got light lit up for him to see himself on the surface of the moon. Man, if y'all don't kiss my ass. So then when they land on the moon and they showed us film of it, where all the goddamn light was coming from, that got the fucking atmosphere lit up. Huh? Jupiter? Get out of here. Mars? Venus? Man, get out of here. So they didn't go to the moon. They went to Mars, and then the moon had Mars lit up so they could see the surface. Huh? Man, get out of here with that shit. The moon is lit up in the sky, and it light up darkness. It's proven that the sun is fire, because when it comes around where we at, it light this motherfucker up. And since we not in eternal sin yet, that fire moves away, and what comes? The cooling of the moon, the bright moon, for us to see what the hell we doing under this darkness that God had created. Come on, man. It's in the Word. The Word is for the brain. Say we having church today. Lord, forgive me all this cussing. But this cussing is getting them demons out of here. I'm gonna curse them out of here. We're gonna acknowledge the devil. We ain't gonna do like the devil. But we're gonna have to acknowledge him because we need the babies to know about the devil. Because the devil will creep up in some nice form. He ain't gonna come in a snake next time. That's too scary. He come in the form of what? A female. You know, it moved past the snake, and the snake handed it off to the female. So it ain't no shot at you females, but the devil able to use a female because God created man in image of him, and then woman came along and probably was more vulnerable. Y'all got an open womb. We don't. That womb is where life come from. Life is vulnerable. So there you have it. Y'all know what I mean, even if I ain't making no sense. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. A woman is able to be used in a wrong way. Period. And even if you don't want to use that aspect from back in the days, well, it is today. With all this shit going on, it is today. You can't tell me coochie ain't a commodity. See, coochie is a commodity. Y'all know it. Let a woman look good but ain't got no money. I bet she can get what she want. And who she gonna get it from? A man. So it ain't. So now a woman has to recognize, realize, accept, what is what it is, and listen to the man, not a man, the man, for guidance and protection to move through this thing called life on earth. Right? Adam and Eve? Right? All right, Sharon. If any of y'all want to, y'all can put a prayer in the chat. This ain't the school where they trying to take it out and add that little old chant thing, whatever it is. Somebody want to put a little prayer in here, they can. Man, we all need to hear something. We always hear the Bible and everything, but sometimes we need to hear people talk on their own to even see what how they brain really function. Person can do crazy things physically, but if you really sit that person down in a nice, calm environment, man, you'll probably see how that person is probably the most weakest, vulnerable, emotionalist creature ever on earth. Goes back to people being killers, and when it's time to get killed, they crying like a baby. You know, you know, y'all know. I ain't no preacher. I ain't too religious. I grew up in a Christian church. You know, our church didn't do all the howling and running down the aisles, and we don't use instruments and stuff like that. Other churches do. I ain't saying my church better than other churches, but I'm kind of glad I grew up in the church I did, to where it was simple and plain. To when I go out here, I see how everything else is taking place, and then how Christians say all that stuff is adding to the Bible. Then I go out and hear those people to try to justify all that stuff, and then just come up with common sense myself, instead of these two religions fighting over me. Just put all this together and make sense, and see who done added and subtracted from the word before I buckle down, whatnot. A lot of people grow up in religions stemming from their families. My Christian background come from my granddad, and he got my grandma in it, and then they raised 12 kids, 6 boys, 6 girls, in the church. And of course, all those 12, well, only 10 of them, 2 of them didn't have kids. One girl never had kids, and one boy never had kids. Rest of them then had kids, which is my generation. We all grew up in the church, from Rockville, Illinois to Athens, Alabama. Always been Church of Christ. Plain and simple, not this Church of Christ in this name, Jesus' name, Church of Christ, just the Church of Christ. And it's been pounded in me and pounded in me and pounded in me from a kid, knowing Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, the Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Job, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, all that, knowing the Bibles and all that. All the Bible, knowing that, knowing scriptures, all that stuff. And then growing up and then finding out about Baptist churches and all this, and people jumping up and getting the spirit and howling and dancing and running down the aisles, everybody going up and getting touched on the head, or like the Catholic go up, get touched on the head and put the little cracker thing in their mouth. Baptist churches only take communion once a month at the first of every month. Church of Christ take it every Sunday. You have Seventh-day Adventists go to church on Saturdays. You know what I'm saying? Don't do nothing after sundown on Fridays. You got Jehovah's Witness. I ain't gonna speak on them because I don't know. The only thing I've been told was Jehovah's Witness mean they witness God, and ain't nobody witness God, so that's a false religion. So that's all I know about Jehovah's Witness. And they come around on your house on Saturdays knocking on the door. So I can't even talk about not even one aspect about them because I don't know, And then you got Muslims with the Holy Quran, and then that dates to the Middle East. And then you go finding out that all that Mecca wasn't until 1944 or something they say. So how can that be the main religion if that wasn't till then? And all that. Oh my God. Lordy, 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 Lordy. That's what I'm telling you, man. That movie. And I did remember seeing The Devil's Advocate. I need to look at that again. But that movie, Book of Eli, man, that movie is why I already, when I got the movie, it was already old. And I still didn't look at that DVD probably for 10 years. And then probably about 6 years ago, I popped it in and said, what? This what the Book of Eli talking about? And it's talking about Anarchy and all that. And wow. And come to find out what they were trying to use the Bible really to control people in the evil way, and they were trying to take the good word to use it for evil. Man, wow, that movie a trip. The Book of Eli, man, that movie a trip. That movie a trip. But yeah, I'm gonna go and get off here, y'all, and move around these YouTube streets. Look for Rebel TV, man. He be breaking it down. I like him. I got finished Unc last video. I think he made it a security guard, or did another one come on? I'm about 3/4 through it. I gotta check that one out. Then I fell asleep. I missed his live. I seen he was on live all night. I had to go back and let that play. See what's going on out here. It's wild out here though, but I don't know. With me, feel like I'm calming down with this Kanika thing. I don't really see it as wild out here. I just see it as it all being the same, and people just need to come to realization that, we getting fucked over. Nothing we've been doing been helping us. And it most definitely ain't gonna save us. Save us from what? Save us from what? Not the Lord. Ain't none of this finna save us from the Lord. There's only one thing down here that's gonna save us and have us with the Lord, and that's the Bible. I cannot believe I just really, because some years back, man, something just came over me, man. And me and my homie kind of fell out. We didn't see each other for a whole year. Man, I reached out to him and had him come over, man. I told him, man, it got to be a God. He's like, man, I've been telling you, but what makes you recognize? I said, because it be daytime, and then it turn nighttime, and then it turn daytime again, and then it turn nighttime again. Okay, you can say the moon and the sun do that, or the sun move away from where we at and it get daytime. It's still happening. So it got to be a higher power that ain't flesh. Put it like this. Check it out. Everything going in our body, they can't duplicate it, but they can try. And what they make? Artificial life. And what is that? Like a robot, right? And that robot got little wires and stuff going through it and got a battery hooked up to it. Well, we got little wires and all that and spark and electricity going through us too. We can touch something and it spark, right? You can touch a piece of wood and it spark, right? Nigga, you energy. So then, that energy is something. That source is something that's powerful. And it's able to make things come together and create this thing called life in flesh form. To be your black ass, white ass, Mexican ass, Italian ass, whoever ass to be on this goddamn internet right now, either being holy or bullshitting. Straight up. I miss my grandma. My grandma, every song she used to sing. Praise the Lord. Salvation has been brought down. Grandma, we've been done singing the song. What you? They passing communion around. It's cool that, like I said before, having a lot of subscribers and a whole bunch of views actually would have scared me away. Having a little small few people to talk to is cool, because if it was a little different, you can hash it out. You ain't got 300 people and 150 people saying, boom, you right. Yes, I agree. Amen. And then 150 people talking about, you over there bullshitting. You lying. Ain't no God. I kill you, nigga. I fuck your bitch. I got more money than you. Shit. You don't know which way to turn. You can go on to church. and you have somebody like that the Daniel Roof dude come in there and sit down with you for about 2 hours. Everybody praising him because he done brought his young white ass in there. And then he shoot up the place. Where they do that at? Shit crazy. And then you can go taking this white and black thing. Oh, the white folks evil. They had us in bondage, and the white folks always fucking up shit. Man fucking up shit. Man, the flesh. The flesh wants what it wants, when it want it, how it want it, where it want it, and it's gonna do what it's gotta do to make that happen. And it's gonna find like-minded beings for help to accomplish it. If it's gonna take more than just that one person, that one brain know it need 30 brains, it's gonna find 30 brains that think just like his, and then they're gonna go and execute it. No matter what that execution is. It's gonna be executing something. Whatever it is. Y'all know it. Yep. You're right, Sharina. Me and Pamela, we was getting it in the other day one with Pamela. Just me and you. And then we took out and you were like, sorry, it wasn't people over here with it. I was like, it just take two. They said it would take two. Take two to discuss the Lord. I'm going to take number two. I'm going to take number two. 2 people to discuss the Lord. That's a congregation. 2 is a congregation. That's all it took. Get that word out there. Manifest that word. One brain manifest the word to another brain. There was one brain that manifested and wrote it down to the Bible. A brain picked up that Bible and manifested to another brain. And it ain't that I know the Bible or read a lot of the Bible, but from growing up in church and hearing what's in the Bible read to me and seeing it for myself, now that I am where I am, and I done bled before, I done broke skin and bled before, I done felt pain before, I done felt happiness before, I done felt sadness before, disappointed. You can figure life out. It don't take no money to figure life out. Take the word. Take you hearing the word. That's why babies are automatically forgiven, because they don't understand the word. They're not in a position to understand the word mentally. And what is mental? That brain. It keeps coming back around to that. The brain and the word. So what came first? Probably the brain. Well, I don't know. Because the word probably was the word. And the brain got the word and manifested. So the word probably came first, which is God. So yeah, the word came first. And the word created the brain to be able to manifest the word. That's what God did. God manifested the brain. God created the brain to manifest his word. To manifest him. He made himself the know-it-all. To see it all. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all really, really know it. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Mm-hmm. 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 I mean, it all makes sense. If you make sense out of nonsense, if you got nonsense, meaning not foolishness, but just sense that's none, because it's none there, make something out of nonsense, and you will see this makes sense. Something makes sense. It makes sense. Is makes sense. What it is makes sense. What it's going to be makes sense. What is going to remain makes sense. You know, it makes sense. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all feel me. Y'all get it. Y'all get the gist of it. Y'all ain't slow. Y'all ain't slow. I have intelligent people come over here. Cause even world is intelligent. If he want to tell us it's fake, well, you're right. What we see is fake. Cause they lied to us. They faked us out. You're right. But what we got to do is try to break the cycle of getting into it because we disagree at the moment. But at some point in time, even if it's in death, we all gonna agree. And that's just how it is. That's how it's gonna be. We all gonna agree some point in time. I mean, we can agree you're gonna die. We all can agree we're gonna die. Right? And the words say we can be in the hands of the Lord. So why you in here on earth in flesh? I'm telling you, okay. Since this is a whole nother live, let me add another experience into this. Like I said, when I go live, I'm gonna talk about some experiences I have, right? So I wanted to stop smoking weed on my own, not be forced to, but to stop on my own, right? So I stopped, and I was going good, maybe about 2 months. It was hard. I was breaking shit around the house, all kind of shit, fussing, mad about everything. Everything irritated me, right, for a long time, for at least a good month. Real strong the first week or two. I'm talking about tearing up shit that I couldn't even replace, right? Got through 2 months. Went down south. Boom, ran across an old friend. Boom, 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 hollering at him and stuff, right? So it's like, boom, he finna roll up and finna smoke some weed. I'm like, damn. Then you just say all you just said, and my mama just told me you got out of jail, motherfucker. I see you with that damn ankle thing on. How you finna smoke some weed? He said, this ain't no weed. I said, what you talking about? He said, this K2. I said, K2. He said, yeah, you ain't seen this, huh? I said, no, I don't know nothing about it. He said, oh yeah, you smoke this shit, get high like weed, but it don't be in your system. I said, for real? I said, shit, I done stopped smoking weed all the time. You trying to tell me they got some shit out here you can still get high off of and pass a drug test? Boom, I hit it. Got high in the motherfucker. I'm like, damn. I'm like, where you get this at? He said, down the street at the stove. I said, down the street at the stove? He said, yeah, at the store. I said, damn. Went, found that shit. I'm looking around, scratching my chin, think I need to use goddamn code words. Like, I need that spice. It wasn't even called K2. It had spice on it at the time. I was like, I need that smoke, you know. That man said, oh, you talking about that K2? Yeah, I was like, yeah, that K2. I'm like, damn, he's saying it all like it ain't. Man, he sold me that shit, man. I went back and rolled that shit up. I was at my mom's house. She was gone. Man, I must have hit that shit. Man, you talking about somebody fell in love. I was like, wow. Right? Came back home, hunting for that shit. Couldn't find it. Boom. No, I did. I found it. A place had it. And they had it in little jars. And it was some they had in powder form, and they had that shit that looked like little weed. And I got the one that looked like weed. I didn't know what the shit powder was. And I asked the lady, well, what's that shit is? He said, oh, it's for energy. I said, oh, yeah. He said, yeah, you just put a little in your favorite drink and it gives you some energy. I said, oh, yeah. I said, I don't want that. That shit look like cocaine. Let me get that damn fake weed. Started smoking that weed. So then I realized the name on it was Spice. Boom, looked it up, and I started ordering blueberries. Started getting the shit through the mail. Then I can get it here and shit. Then let me tell you the experience. One day I was sitting around. I don't know if I was depressed, but you know, I had kind of let things get out of hand. I mean, not out of hand. I was just like, I guess I was depressed. I'm hitting that shit, right? So I'm sitting down on the couch. I had the front door open, the sun beaming in, right? I done got hot in a motherfucker. Man, my soul came up out of me, had on my outfit, walked away from me, turned and stood in front of me, and I can see myself in front of me with the light lit up from the sun in my doorway with my outfit on, a white shirt with some American flag colors in it, blue jeans, and some dark blue Converse. This soul, this entity, whatever, was me in front of me and told me, you mean to tell me that's what you gonna do to me while I'm alive on earth? I said, huh? He said, you gonna be a bum, broke, getting high, bullshitting with my life while I'm on earth. I said, motherfucker, why are you talking about me? He said, because you using me to do that bullshit while you on earth. I said, damn, this motherfucker dogging me out. This motherfucker talking about me. How this motherfucker gonna talk about me? I got game. I ain't got on no dirty clothes, motherfucker. Fuck wrong with you? Man, that motherfucking spirit must have walked away out of that light, turned, came back towards, like, on the side of me, sat down on the side of me, and as it was sitting down, it was moving back and got back into me. Once my soul hit back in me, I must have blinked my eyes a couple of times and thought about what just happened and how my conscience, what it said to me, like it was just some nigga saying something to me, like I'm just some old nigga. He can just talk any old kind of old way too. Man, I must have stood up. Man, I scratched my head in that spot for about 20 minutes. Went to my kitchen. Stood there, scratched my head for about 20 minutes. Came back in the living room. Stood here, scratched my head for about 20 minutes. Went back in the kitchen. Stood there, scratched my head for about 20 minutes. Came back in the living room. I did that shit for about 2 hours. And what I was looking at was my dirty living room and my dirty kitchen. Shit sparked in me, and I cleaned up. It took me 4 hours to clean up the filth I was living in. Now, it wasn't filth as dirty, but just all my belongings being out and exposed. Like my life, jewelry, shoes, fancy belts, hats, my little, how you say, your little knickknacks, your everything, video games, CDs, keyboards, beat machines, extension cords. Man, it took me 4 hours to clean that shit up. And my family came home. I blew them away. And they said, what the hell got into you? And I said, smoking that shit. Smoking that shit. And shit. I got other experience to go for another day, but that was the experience I had on that K2. And that's what came out of smoking that K2. My conscience, my soul, my spirit, my thought came up out of me and told me I was down here straight bullshitting. I'm talking about told me the fucking flat out truth no matter how I was gonna feel to my face. And it wasn't me talking about me. That was a whole nother person talking to me. That was a whole nother something talking to me. That wasn't me talking to me. That wasn't me thinking of what to have that what I see in front of me say what it's going to say because I'm controlling this. You know how you do it, your dream. I'm gonna make this, say this. I'm gonna make this happen. Especially after it happened and you still sleep. You mind me wind that back and make this happen. None of that. This is woke consciousness. This ain't no sleep dozing off. None of this. That wasn't me talking to me. That was the word talking to me. And the word formed itself in something that I can acknowledge to be able to understand what it was trying to communicate to me. But it couldn't do it in the flesh form. But it did the best it could. Like a hologram form, a entity, a shadow, a ghost, whatever you want to call it. A divine being that ain't an alien. You know, it used the word manifested itself in the form for me to understand what it was trying to communicate. Told me to get my ass up and do something. If I ain't got a job, if I ain't got no money right now, you still can do something that matters. You still can help your family. You still got people depend on you. Cleanliness is next to godliness. That guy had me get up and clean up the filth around me for me to be more like him, because that was the word, and the word was the word, so I had to be like the word because the word came to me. And what was it? To clean my act up. Physically, spiritually, everything. Straight up, on my mama, I swear to God. And that's an experience I had, for real. Straight up. I appreciate it, Sharonda. I appreciate it. I mean, that's some wild out stuff. And it's like I've never been able to tell people that before. But being now that this Kenneka Jenkins thing came around, we see it's a spiritual warfare for our souls. How can I not share something like this when this was a spiritual thing? We dealing with spirits. We dealing with the spirit. We here on earth in a physical form dealing with spirits. Straight up. And them spirits get into flesh. And some of them spirits are wicked spirits. And it manifests itself. Some be the Lord. And what? It manifests itself. So we down here on flesh dealing with the energy that's positive and negative. And some have positive in us. Some going to have negative. And that positive going to run across that negative one day and collide. That's what it does. You know. But yeah, I'm going to get off of here, you know. Y'all just heard some of my brain today, you know. Just heard some of my thinking. Besides me saying, pull up. I ain't scared of y'all. They already put out where I work, pull up. Besides all that, man, y'all can still see how my brain really works. And knowing that saying pull up is a defense. Because if I feel threatened, then what I need to do to really protect myself on earth is become the threat towards just that threat, though. Just towards that threat. You see something becoming a threat, then you have to become a threat. But your threat don't have to be an evil threat. It'd be a godly threat, but hey, God gonna do what he gonna have to do to protect his word. Out of all things they tried to ban, destroy, get rid of, go extinct, the Bible's still around, ain't it? The Bible is still around. The word is still around. I appreciate it, Sharon. Thank you. Amen. Alright, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. Y'all try to have a blessed day. Be smooth. Y'all be smooth. Alright, y'all. Love y'all.